Hello scholars. Today we're going to move into lesson 8 and we are going to play with A, long A. Remember last time all of our work was with short vowels. In this section, the blues section, all of the work is with long vowels. So today we're going to look at long A. So it tells you right here the specifics. Spelling long A with AY and AI. So these vowel pairs. So let's take a look and see what our little intro says to us. The AY pattern is usually found at the end. Ooh, that's super important, so I'm going to underline that. Of a main word, such as in day, spray, tray, and stay. So the Y is totally silent. It just goes with the A sound. The AI pattern is found in the middle. Ooh, that's important. Middle of a word. Wait, train, chain, and quail. So you can see that those are in the middle and AY is at the end. Now, how do I remember that? AY's where? Well, if I look at an alphabet, and here's just the paper I used for a lesson, I look at the alphabet, A, B, C, D, and where is Y? It is near the end of the alphabet. So if I say AY is the end, I remember it because Y is near the end of the alphabet. One more letter and it's gone, so it's at the end. Where I is in the middle. So AI in the middle, just like the letter I is in the middle of the alphabet. That helps my brain remember. Maybe it'll help your brain remember too. I hope so. Or if not, I hope you find a way to make it stick in your brain. Well, let's see our checklist. We always have to read our pattern words fast, so let's try it. You ready? Let's begin. Quaint, sprayed, stayed, afraid, maybe, painted, swayed, crayon, played, away, quail, stained, waited, sprained, pray, and brain. Ooh, did it. Check it off. Hey, quaint, we've had that word before. Do you remember when we studied it with the QU, meaning kind of odd and different, cozy, quaint? There might be a quaint photograph at your grandparents' house of them when they were little. It's a little different than the usual photograph we see now. Or you could come upon a quaint village where it seems like everything is stuck in the 100 years ago or something. So quaint, a little bit odd, a little different than normal. So that's not even a new word for us. All right, let's see what we're going to do next. Draw a box. So I'm going to box and box so I make sure I remember. Draw a box around the letters AI. I've already bolded them, but I'm going to circle them. Maybe I should have boxed them. I think I'll go back and box them since that's what they want us to do. Box. So I'm going to practice. Box right there. And each word on the list. I can handle it. So I go over here and the first word's quaint. So I'm going to box in A, I. Second word is sprayed. So I'm going to box in A, Y. Third word is stayed. I'm going to box in A, Y. And I'm going to go through saying the words and boxing in the letters. Now the first thing you might say is, wait a minute, Mrs. Brown. You said AY was at the end of a word, and here it's in the middle, just like AI. But is it really? It's only in the middle because suffix ed has been added to it. So suffix ed is not part of the word. It's something we add to the end. So if I take the suffix ed off, stay, AY is at the end. Spray, AY is at the end. Maybe, compound word. So two words were put together. So if I just use that word, it's AY. Swayed, AY. Crayon, kind of a rule breaker. Cray and on. You could say it's two words, but cray, AY. So these might be the ones you're really going to have to focus on. This one, might put a little slash by it. Might give me a little trouble. Maybe might give me a little trouble. But otherwise, they're base words with suffix ed added to them. All right? We'll work with them more, so don't panic. All right. Understanding words. Oh, right here. The word quaint means strange or amusing in an interesting way. pictures of your grandparents as children may seem quaint to you. So that's a definition for the word quaint. A quail, which is number 11, is a wild bird that looks like a chicken. It is often hunted for food or sport. So it's a wild bird. It's smaller than a chicken, but that's a good way to describe it. It does look like a chicken. Maybe you've seen a covey of quail when you've walked through an open field or something and they've taken off. So quail, quaint and quail. All right, main word plus ending. Here's where we're going to talk about the suffixes some more. Write the 8, so I'm going to have 8, and they gave us 8 blocks, blanks, words from the pattern word list that have a main word plus an ending. So they have a main word plus an ending, or the suffix ed. And here's an example. So they picked prayed. So they have pray, that's the main word, plus ed. So we're going to use a math term in our spelling. I always think that's kind of silly, but that's what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to start right at the top. I'm not going to hunt and peck because that takes too long. So I just go in an orderly fashion. And then if I don't have enough, I have to go back and repeat. But let's take a look. Suffix ed, quaint. Now, here's one, sprayed. So I might put a little mark by it, sprayed. So the root word is spray, or the main word is spray. So I'm going to write that. See it, say it, hear it, write it. Feed your brain 4 ways. S-P-R-A-Y plus E-D, just like they did in prayed. They left off the equals. We'll write it the right way, and that's okay. All right, my next word, stayed. There's A-Y again, so I'm going to put a little mark by it. I'm going to see it, say it, hear it, write it 4 times, so my brain sees it through all different modalities. Stayed. S-T-A-Y. Make sure your Y's are rule breakers. They should be in the basement or below that line. Don't forget the plus. E-D equals stayed. And I'm just going to continue. Afraid, maybe. That's a question. Am I going to write maybe? Let me see. One. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to also use these with AY. It's just not, tricky, tricky, tricky. Just not AY words. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are not going to use maybe, so don't use maybe, okay? Because it doesn't have a suffix. Duh, Mrs. Brown. Doesn't have a suffix. So I'm going to go to painted, because it's got suffix ed. I was just looking for AYs. They were tricking me. Phew, glad I looked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're only looking for words that have suffix ed in them. That's a big help. It's a big help to use. Plus an ending, so plus the suffix ed. So I'll just go down, no ed, no ed, here's an ed, so I would write paint plus ed, suede plus ed. Let's do one more, painted. P, so rule breaker, goes down below the line, A-I-N-T plus ed. So I get those spelling words ingrained in my brain. And then I'm going to continue just going through the list. I know you can do it. Heart words. Words we have to know by heart. Because why? That's right, because they don't look the way they sound. So let's say our heart words. They pray again against. Say them one more time. They pray again against. Now, this looks like it has the AI, right? Again. Now, if we were speaking British English, we would say again. So it would sound like quail. It would sound like those words. But in American English, we say again. We say it like a short A. So if you lived in England, you would say again. We've seen that in some of our poems where it doesn't quite rhyme because we don't say again. But in American English, we use it as a short A. So one reason it's the hard word. They, I see people spell this all the time with an A. It sounds like it's an A, but it's EY. Think of it this way. The word the is in they and all the theirs, there, and they. So you write the word the and you add a Y and it makes they. That's how I remembered it. Maybe it'll help you. So which heart words, ooh, more than one, and with the long A sound? They, A. Ooh, they is one of them. THEY. You find the other. And then, which heart words have 2 syllables? They. Nope. Pray. Nope. Again. Yes. So I know one of them is again. Probably against. Against. Yes. All right, guys, I know you can handle it. Think about long A and our spelling AY and AI. AY's at the end, usually, except if you add a suffix. AY is in the middle. So think about the root, the main word, and see where it is. All right, until next time, go out and do great things.